I recommend that couples individually try feeling what it is that they're feeling fully and completely, allowing themselves to really be honest with what they're feeling, to love themselves through that. Because often we suppress, oh no, I can't feel that, or I don't want to feel that, so I'm out. This is not the thing to do. Whatever it is that shows up in relationship is an opportunity for growth.
Hi, Suzanne. It's lovely to be here today with you.
Thank you, Celeste. Thank you. It's
Yeah.
a pleasure to be here with you too.
Okay, I'm wondering, I know you as a relationship expert, somebody who, with your clients, invigorates love and passion, bringing that back. Have you come across clients where you felt that they need to end the relationship and, move on and find somebody else?
No.
Hmm.
And the reason I say that is because when clients come to me initially, I meet with them to find out what it is that they've got going on in their relationship. What is it that they want to achieve in their relationship? And why have they not achieved it as yet? And in that initial discovery session that I have with them, I'm able to tell right there and then if this relationship is going to sail or not. And I work with clients who are ready and able to sail that ship. They may not be in great shape, but do I know that I can help them to shift that if that is their intention? Absolutely, yes.
So is there a common thread that you see within relationships that are trying to make it work that they're really struggling? Are there some issues that couples have that really stand out for you?
Yes, and I'm going to answer it this way also. If there is any sort of abuse that I notice that is going on in a relationship,
Mhm.
if I come out and I ask and I also can intuit if there's any sort of abuse that is happening, that is not to be tolerated. So I wouldn't absolutely encourage the relationship to continue if that is the case.
Okay.
But aside from that, the way that I work is I see a relationship as an opportunity for growth for both the partners. And what you're doing in relationship is you're doing one of three things. You're either attracting your partner and you're having a state of, you're in divine love or you're in deep polarity where the sparks are happening and you're attracted and you're desiring each other, or you're in a place where you're comfortable and you're having fun. You're getting the kids and yourselves are getting along, or you have great friends and you laugh, you go to the movies, you do adventure together. But there is not really a spark of attraction between you. Really, there's not like that, oh, I desire them, I want them. It's more, I'm having fun with them, and that's great. But if you're in that situation,
Mhm.
that is the comfortable, neutral place. Or you're in a place where you're actually wanting to jump ship. You are repelling each other. You're fighting all the time.
Mhm.
There's always arguments that's happening between you, and there's just not that synergy that's happening. Those clients I actually enjoy because there's something that's going on that's an opportunity for their next level of growth within their relationship.
Do you believe people can or cannot change? And is there a difference between men and women in regards to this, or male and female?
Mm. There is no difference between men and women and the capacity to change or the capacity to grow. We are all humans that absolutely have the capacity to grow. This is part of our makeup. This is part of who we are. So everyone has the opportunity and the capacity to grow and to change. But everyone does not have the willingness to do that. It is about the willingness to to grow and to change. And the intention and following up with the action to do that, that will make the difference.
So I'm wondering, are there two types of people that are so opposite from one another that they can't ever be like a good fit for one another?
Hmm. Well, that's an interesting question. Opposites, because
Mhm.
actually opposites attract. If both of you are leading and you both decide that you're going to be leading, you both choose to lead, then that's not going to work. You're going to jump ship, or you're going to pull the ship apart. The relationship is going to you're going to sink. Or if you're both deciding that you're going to be the follows, and you're just going to be comfortable, then the ship just stays in a comfortable zone. It doesn't really go anywhere at all, and the passion wanes. There's no passion there.
What are some of the things that you recommend couples try before they call it quits?
Mm. I recommend that couples individually try feeling what it is that they're feeling fully and completely, allowing themselves to really be honest with what they're feeling. And it really helps to have a mentor to help them to connect with what it is that they're feeling, to love themselves through that, and to love whatever it is, love and accept whatever it is that they're feeling. Because often we suppress, oh no, I can't feel that, or I don't want to feel that, so I'm out. This is not the thing to do. Whatever it is that shows up in relationship is an opportunity for growth. Is like I tell my couples, get excited when something is showing up. Get excited because it's it just means there's something more that you're going to receive. There's something more that is about to be infused into your relationship. So again, one of the things is to allow yourself to love yourself. It's okay to feel that. Validate yourself. Love on you. Accept on you, and love and accept what it is that you've got that's shown up. When you do that, what will happen is something new will arise. Something new and deeper will arise that you didn't know was possible. And it is that is a gift that is here for you and the relationship. That, it's not about what happens, it's about how you deal with what happens. And then when you deal with it and something new shows up, make art out of it. Often in my relationship, it's about food, funny enough. It's about food. My husband comes from he's Indian background, and I'm Jamaican. And in Jamaica, we have great food too. But just our families are so different. And his family's all about food. Mine are all about necessarily experiences. So food wasn't high on the list. His was high on the list. And so conflict happens. So he would say, something about the food, like, oh, you could add more of this to the dish. And for me, it's like, what the heck? And it's so I would take offense, and I would just normally I would want to go off, and I would feel like, he's not really appreciating me. So I could take off with that. And I could take off with, he doesn't appreciate me. He'll never appreciate me. This is a thing in our relationship, and our cultures just do not mix. And this is often something that happens when you come together in two different cultures, and this is happening all the time these days. And instead, I go off into my queendom, and I feel what it is that I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll write it down in the journal. I feel it fully. I'll move my body. I'll get in and I'll dance it. And when I dance and really dance that upset, really let it move through my body. It's just about there's something about whatever that is that's wanting to come through me. I'm able more to soften and receive what it is that's really there. And I ask myself, is it really that he doesn't appreciate me? What is it? What is it? And often I'll really get a sense of him because it's never about your partner. It's about past experiences that you've had in your childhood. And your partner is simply a trigger for something that's unresolved back in your childhood. And maybe I'll sob as a little child did when dad didn't see me or mom didn't appreciate me. And I'll notice that it wasn't about him. I can come into that place and I'm more able now to love on myself, give myself the things that I wished that my parents gave me or a teacher or whoever it was that I have felt hurt by. I can give that to myself. And then I can step on the dance floor of my relationship again with my partner by me shifting my perception. The dynamic changes. And invariably, we get closer.
Are there circumstances that you go through, though, when you've come to that place where you need to actually, verbalize and talk about difficult things with one another? And I know there's a lot of resistance in me around that. It's like I want to avoid the feelings and then I don't want to talk about them. So you've come to this resolve. When do you know when you need to communicate that with your partner?
Well, you know when you need to communicate it with your partner when you get the intuition that you need to communicate it with your partner. Trust that. And the way that you do that, you have steps before you share actually what's going on. The first thing you do is you say, "This is what I love about you and appreciate about you." It doesn't matter how angry you are with them. This is what I love and appreciate about you first. And then this is what I think we agree upon. So come into agreement. Okay, this is what I think we agree upon. And then you say, something that I want you to understand about me is. So you're not blaming them, you're not shaming them. It's something that you want them to understand about yourself is. And you share that. And then you wait for understanding that they just need to understand. They don't need to agree with you. It's not about them agreeing with you. It's about you communicating without agenda because they don't have to do anything. It's not about them. It's about you. So you express that. And then you give them the opportunity. You say, I would love to hear what you love about me and what you think we agree upon. And then what you want me to understand about you.
What do you do when one person is more committed to the relationship than the other? I mean, how do you make that balance, the balance between the two work?
What do you mean by that?
One person's trying harder than the other. So one person's putting more effort into the relationship than the other. So maybe uh, for me, I've been in situations where, my partner's been distancing themselves from me, and the more he distanced himself, the more I try to get his attention, and it heightens my sense of insecurities.
It's a perception that they're not putting in as much as you are. It's a judgment because the fact that you can feel that they're not putting in as much as you are means there's a weight that you're actually feeling. And that is them communicating a lot to you. What they're communicating is that there's something about them that you're not understanding. In their resistance or their pull away in some way, that's saying that there's something that's out of alignment. So again, we're either attracting each other, we're neutralizing or repelling. So when you look into your relationship, you ask yourself, what's going on here? Okay, so if they're not putting in as much, maybe they're repelled in some reason. Maybe I'm taking the lead. They don't even need to be there because I've been taking the lead the whole time. I'm telling them, listen, this is what we need to be doing. You're taking the lead. There's no need for them then. Or there's a resentment because you're taking the lead and they're like, well, I'm out of here. So it's an opportunity when you see that because guess what? It's a mirror world. So it's mirroring back to you your opportunity to relinquish that part of you that you want them to take up.
I love the fact that all the questions that I ask you about relationships always say that it's our responsibility. It comes back to us.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, Suzanne, say a couple's in a position where all attempts to make the relationship work have failed. How would you recommend they get into the mindset of moving on and finding a new relationship?
The first thing that you do is you honor yourself for the journey that you have taken in the relationship. Honor yourself for all of the things that you have experienced, all of the lessons that you have learned, the wins that you have achieved by all of the learnings and the insights that you have gained and the gifts that you have gained as a result of being in relationship. And completely do that for your partner also. Love, honor, and accept the wins and the losses, which are really learnings and insights that you have gained. And you may be listening and you may say, well, I don't know if I can honor that. I mean, all the things that happened, because this relationship, if you do so and you honor it that way, what will happen is you will recognize that it is that that takes you to the next experience that could be the relationship that you're here for. That it is just, it's like stepping stones on the way, on the pathway to the place that you're actually wanting to be in. And without all of those wins, insights, and learnings, you wouldn't be able to experience the depth of love and passion that's waiting for you on the other side. And in the honoring of your partner and in what it is you've experienced, you're then able to let go of it and to bless it. Because the opposite, pushing it away or dishonoring it, is just going to bring you into, it's going to veer you off the path and it's going to take you into the same or worse than you've been before with a different face, but the same situation. You don't want that. You want to bless it. You want to honor it as you honor yourself and thank inside of yourself, thank that one as a teacher of yours, as a gift in your life so that you can have what's next. And actually wish for your partner the same. When you do that, when you wish the same, when you wish goodness, no matter what it is that happened in your relationship, you have opened up the world of goodness for yourself and for all that is around you, and you will become that attraction force for that to which you bless, and you will be that blessing.
So, what is your advice to people who think staying single for the rest of their lives is the answer to avoid trauma and pain in their relationships?
Relationship is a part of life, and you cannot avoid life. People who think that they can avoid pain and suffering in any way, shape, or form are deluded. The question is not about what you're wanting to avoid. The question is, what are you really yearning for? What is your soul's desire? That is where you put your attention onto, not where you don't want to go, but where you want to go. My advice would be to tune in and ask yourself, what am I yearning for? What am I really wanting? What am I hiding behind by avoiding the things that I don't want? And taking a look at and asking yourself, and I'll bet you it's about that they want more love. They want more passion. They want deeper connection. They want more presence. They want to feel like they are the one. They want to feel like they can be full in their expression with the one that they're with. They want to feel like they can completely let go and trust. They want to feel like they can be so inviting and so welcoming. Truly, that's what it is. It's what it's about. I would say to them, refocus, refocus from the outside and go inward and really connect with connect with their soul. And with that connection, what will happen is they'll start to realize that life is wanting to have its way with them. And if they will allow that, what is possible for them is what they're actually yearning for.
That's a beautiful answer. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Can someone who's feeling unattractive or too old or broken, can they find the love and passion that they're looking for and they deserve?
Yes, yes, absolutely. The love that you crave and the passion that you desire wants you also. If you are willing to say yes to yourself. First of all, you're never too unattractive. You're never too old, and you're never too broken. If you decide that you want more, then you will shift your perception, and that's where I love to support.
So, with that perception shift, how does that happen?
That happens in the spa for your soul. It's a type of spiritual midwifery where I get to help you, assist you, and guide you to birth what is next for you in life, in relationship, in your work, whatever that is, and get you to actually move into that place of magnificence that you always knew, your soul always knew was possible.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom today. It was just a delight to speak with you.
Thank you. It is a delight to sit with you. I want to summarize this beautiful connection here just to say that it's never too late for you to have the love that you crave and the passion that you deserve. It is never too late for that. And just to remember, your soul knows. Your soul knows what it wants. Allow your soul to speak and listen because you're here to have all the things.